Hi, today we're talking about how to photograph an RV. I sell RVs online, so the biggest tool I have is any kind of media I can bring to the table to sell that RV. RV photography can be challenging. You're always in a small space, the lighting is never what you want it to be, and I'm usually under a time constraint. I shoot all sorts of RVs. I could be shooting a teardrop one day and I could be shooting a bus the next day. So the first thing I do before I go to the location is I'll do some research on the RV I'm shooting that day. I'll look at the floor plan. I'll try to find out what the most impressive features are of the RV so I can make sure I capture those to bring the most attention to the RV to my clients. So this is a type of documentary photography. So I capture the whole unit, the good and the bad. I try to give the viewer a clear picture of what this unit is. If somebody's buying a used unit online, they really need to know the full picture of that unit. So before I go out to any shoot, I prepare for it. I make sure all my batteries are charged, make sure I take my full bag of gear. I do some research on the floor plan. And then I call my client. I let them know, hey, I'm coming out to see your unit. Please prepare the RV. It should be clean. I don't want to take any photos of any personal belongings. We're trying to sell your RV. So what I want is a clear picture of that RV. If I open a door and there's personal effects in it, I will not shoot that compartment. The only photos that I'm really trying to take is what comes with the RV itself. Some people like to prepare their RV and dress it up a little bit, which is fine. A candle here, a plant there, placemats, silverware, you know, that stuff on the table, that looks really nice, and I do appreciate that, and I will photograph that. But any kind of personal belongings, I really try to stay away from. I always ask the client to have all the lights on. This accomplishes two things. There has to be power to the unit to take these photos. And we're trying to sell the unit. It gives them a chance to make sure if there's any bulbs out, they're going to know about it ahead of time, that type of deal, and they get that taken care of as well. I also ask them to have all the slides out so the RV is pretty much ready. The main goal is to have the RV ready to be photographed. Usually when I show up at the shoot, I'll talk to the client. We'll have about a 10 to 15 minute discussion about what I'm trying to do, what I'm going to do for them. I'm always listening intently about what the client likes most about the RV and what their favorite features are. And I always try to capture those things within the photography. And then, you know, I'm writing an ad as well for these units, so I'm always trying to encapsulate why that client has bought the RV, because I'm looking for a similar person to sell this RV to. So at the shoot, I'm using two different cameras usually. I'm using my phone. I use an iPhone 13. It has a wide-angle lens. Most of the shots are in wide angle, unless I'm shooting specifically maybe the tires or the storage compartment. If I need to shoot an engine or that type of deal, the non-wide angle lens works better as well. My other camera is on a tripod. It takes much better photos than the iPhone. The photos I take with that big camera is more the money shot photo. So I'm taking the exterior shots, backing up a little bit, making sure I get everything in. I'll give myself a little room around the RV as well. I can always crop in a little bit, and I'm usually able to straighten the photo up a little bit and adjust it. So that's why I give myself a little bit of room there to be able to crop the photo itself. The other thing I do when I edit these photos is the light. It's usually with the shadows. I'll adjust the shadows somewhat, maybe the contrast. Never change the photos. I never take anything out of the photos or add anything to the photos. The only time I make a change to the photo if there's a license plate in it or any type of identifying information, I will go ahead and block that out of the photo. So the first thing I'm shooting on the exterior is the wide angle shots. I'll shoot 4 shots, front, back, and both sides. Then I'll come and take 4 more from each corner, caddy corner, so I will get 8 wide angle shots of the RV. Then I'll start shooting closer into the RV. I'll shoot every compartment. I'll shoot, I'll take 2 or 3 photos of the undercarriage, and I'll take 2 or 3 photos of the roof. Any kind of feature on the exterior. I will shoot all the tires. I will take 1 close photo of the age of the tires. I will take a photo of any speakers. I'll take a direct photo of the name of the coach. I'll take a direct photo of the information, the labels on the outside of the coach as well. So any kind of detail I can get on the outside of the coach, I'm taking every single shot I can. I'll take 30 photos of the exterior of the coach easy. As I walk into the coach, the interior of the coach, first thing I do is open the door. I'll take a photo from the outside looking into the coach. So as I walk through the door, I'm taking a wide angle shot or giving perspective to the person looking at the photos. First thing I do is I take a picture from the front of the coach to the back, wide angle, get as much into the photo as I can. I will take a step to the right and take a picture of the left side of the coach from the front to the back and getting as much into that photo as I can. Then I will step to the left side of the coach and I will take a picture to the right all the way to the back of the coach as well. I'll proceed to move to the back of the coach to take from the back of the coach to the front of the coach. And then I will repeat those steps again, taking the right side of the coach and the left side of the coach from the back, all wide angle. If it's a motorized RV, I will move up and I'll take a couple shots of the cab of the coach, wide angle, to get everything in as I can. Then I'll move to the bathroom, take a couple wide angle shots of the bathroom. You gotta open the door to the bathroom and step back some. And I'm taking every photo in landscape. I never take portrait photos of anything. They don't come out well on our website. I'll open the bathroom door, I'll move back some, and I'll shoot that photo. The next shot I do is I go to the bedroom and I'll take 2 or 3 wide angle shots of the bedroom. After I get all these wide angle shots taken, I start going through the unit. I'll start either in the front or the back, it does not matter, but I start taking photos of specific parts of the RV. If it's a motorized RV, I'll be in the front in the cab. I'll take a picture of both of the seats. I'll take a picture of the steering wheel. I'll take pictures of the dash, and these are usually multiple pictures because the steering wheel usually gets in the way of the dash, so I might take 5 or 6 different photos of the dash. Usually in a motorized unit, I'm always looking around to make sure I'm able to point out features and benefits. As I move around the cab, I start going towards the back. I'll start specifically taking photos of a television, the dinette area, the couch. If the couch is a convertible couch, I will convert it into the bedding area and I'll take a photo of that as well. I'll move into the kitchen. I take photos of the stove, the oven, the refrigerator, the sink, and any other highlights. I'll take photos of the appliances, open and closed, just so the viewer can actually see what's in these units. I'll move back to the bathroom. I'll take a photo of the commode, of the sink, of the medicine cabinet, and of the shower and the shower head. In the bedroom, usually I'll open the closets, take photos of the open closets. If there's a washer and dryer in the unit, I'll take photos of that. If there's washer dryer hookups, I'm sure to take that. That's a big question I get asked all the time, so I make sure to take that to answer that question in the photos. Usually when you get back in the bedroom, one thing you need to do is make sure all the lights are on. Usually there's some lights where the user will lay their head to rest as far as reading, that type of deal. So I'll make sure those are on just to kind of point that out, that type of deal. Plus it really helps with the photos. A bedroom's the usually darkest part of the RV. Now the last thing I'll do after I've taken all the photos is I'll take a couple minutes and think to myself, what haven't I captured? I'll also think to myself, what has the seller told me about this unit and have I captured that? Another thing I pay attention to is all the safety items in this coach. So if there are fire extinguishers, smoke alarms, propane gas detectors, whatever those safety issues are, I'd like to have a photo of them. I usually put them in last in the advertisement. It's not really something that a buyer would make a decision on, but it is good to have in there. And I always like to have that stuff documented, just in case there's questions from clients they're asking me. I don't have to call the seller and ask them. I can revert back to the photos that I've taken and be able to answer those questions for the client. Now, a photo I have to take every unit that I'm trying to sell is the VIN number on the unit. So you never see that photo in any of my photo rolls. That's just something I need to document as far as the unit goes. Once I'm back at the office, I start editing the photos. On the iPhone, I usually just edit the shadows out and I straighten the photos up some and I crop them if I need to and export them to my computer where I usually download them into the advertisement. Well, there you have it. That's my process on how to photograph an RV. If you've ever had to document a vehicle through photography and you have some tips for me, please leave them down in the comments. They might help me. I'm always looking for better and easier ways to improve my photographies. So please, leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.